It's your segment of the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoff. The Charlotte Roval drive for the Cure.
Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD, and welcome to the Charlotte Roval, or the Drive for the Cure 250 at the Charlotte Roval. It's race number 29 of the NASCAR Xfinity, 29 and 33 in the NASCAR Xfinity Series in 2023. The final race of the round of 12 leads three drivers battling for the last two spots in the playoffs: Creed, Hemrick, and Kligerman, while Jeb Burton, Josh Berry, and Sam Mayer have to go all out for a win to take away one of those spots. Alright, I might have I had a bath yesterday and my ears got full of water and they haven't popped yet, so I've lost, there's a bit of hearing loss there for now. That's a little unfortunate for me.
The Civil Air Patrol 111th Search and Rescue Composite Squadron Color Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's...
Alright, anyway, this is for once I'm here before opening ceremonies. Wait, why'd I mute it?
Stewards.
Let us pray. Dear Holy, Supreme, and all-wise Creator, as we gather here in this moment at this NASCAR Drive for the Cure event, we humbly come before you with grateful hearts. And we're grateful because we woke up this morning with our name on the wake-up list, and for that we say thank you. We're grateful because you're still good and you're still on the throne. We say thank you. Now we invoke your presence and guidance as we prepare for this race. We pray for the safety of every driver, of every team member, and every fan who's gathered here to witness this historical event. Oh Lord, surround each driver with your protective and loving hand and grant them the wisdom and the skill set to navigate the challenges of this race. In the thrill of victory, may we give you thanks. In the agony of defeat, may you give us the strength to persevere. We offer this prayer in your name. Amen, amen.
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 And now to perform our national anthem, please welcome computer engineering student at the University of Alabama, Cassandra Cleaver.
Oh, sing, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streamed. In the ragged red dark, the bombs bursting air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And that is the anthem.
Drivers flying into their cars will fire the engine as we return to the Charlotte Roval. One final opportunity to make it to the next round of the playoffs.
Alright, now we wait. Anyway, let me just really check in quickly. So, I mentioned that 3 drivers going for the playoffs, the 2 playoff positions. Oh my God, ads on Matt Gates. I follow politics, so what's been going on in the House of Representatives is it's completely insane, and not in a good way. Anyway, screw politics. We're here for the Roval. Anyway, so top 12 as they run. Okay, so both John Hunter Nemechek and Justin Allgaier have wins. They're locked in the round of 8. Cole Custer is locked in on points because he has 63. From then on, we have 3 drivers that should be safe based on their margins. Austin Hill is plus 44, Chandler Smith is plus 32, and Sammy Smith is plus 18. From there on, we have the bubble drivers, 7th through 9th. Sheldon Creed is 9 points above the cut line, Daniel Hemrick is 1 above, and Parker Kligerman is 1 below. Then you have the 3 that must wins. Jeb Burton, who's 19 behind, Josh Berry, who's 27 behind, and Sam Mayer, who is 34 behind. So those 3 need to either have the best performance of their life and or a win. Unfortunately, I guess I'll talk about the DNQs when we go over the starting lineup.
The biggest wild card.
It's time to roll.
You definitely get yourself in some trouble pretty fast. You're certainly put in a box when you're right in there.
This is one of the most difficult tracks in NASCAR racing.
It'll be just like it is every single year.
This is Chandler Smith saying that it's his first time on the Roval because he's never driven an Xfinity car here. That's good, given that it's his rookie year.
Pile posts can go up pretty quickly.
And Parker Kligerman is hoping that his playoff hopes don't end today. But right now, he is just below the cutoff line. For more on Parker Kligerman, here's Ken Coop.
Rick, just 1 point below the cut line for Parker, and while he made a start here in the Cup Series in 2019, he has never raced the Roval in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Yesterday, he told me he felt like he was playing a little bit of catch-up compared to the other drivers here, but he came out today and qualified his Chevrolet in the 6th position. He said he has a much better confidence level than he did before practicing quals, but he noted he'll still be learning from green flag to checkered flag. He's finished top 10 in the last 5 road course races, and Dave, he'll need another day like that if he wants to move on in the playoffs.
Jeff Burton starts 19 points below the cut line. Today, he'll need a great day and lots of help in the points to advance. But courtesy of a Texas penalty and a couple of weddings locally, 4 of the 5 crew members that were with him at the last race are not here today. Jeff Burton has beaten the odds in the sport before. He'll need it again today, Marty, to advance to the next round.
Well, Dave, for a driver who's in a must-win scenario like Sam Mayer, 34 below the cut line, he couldn't have picked a better track to come to end the round of 12 than the Roval. Sam Mayer has won 2 of the last 3 road course races, and when I asked him this morning the confidence level, he said it's sky high. He said, I was ready for this race last week because he made a mistake at Texas early in that race. He said, I want to make up for it for my race team and could win his way into the round of 8, and it's going to take a win to make it happen. Time to get the Xfinity Series playoff field from 12 to 8. Let's get the engines cranked here in NASCAR's hometown, Charlotte, North Carolina, and the Roval. And now, race fans, here to say the most famous words in motorsports on behalf of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina, please welcome breast cancer survivor of 6 years, Patrice Bidgood, and breast cancer survivor of 4 years, Destiny Medlin.
Driver, start your engine!
All right. 42 drivers attempted to qualify with only 38 making it to the race. The 4 DNQs are the 87 of Andy Lawley for Peterson Racing Group. Oh, Dale Jr.'s talking. Let's talk about the restart zone. They're not running to the oval anymore. They're running it through the last turn, which should make it less chaotic. The restart zone. Number 50 of Preston Pardis for Pardis Racing Inc. The 74 of Devin Jones for CHK Racing. Oh, Jeff Burton here now.
Down here. Why is this corner so difficult? Look at that blue curb on the bottom. That thing is huge. You come in here 2 or 3 wide, somebody gets pushed over there, they jump that curb, they bang it.
Yeah, the Calamity Corner. And honestly, my least favorite DNQ, the number 17 of Boris Said for Hendrick Motorsports. That hurts, because I stand Boris Said. Anyway, starting 38th, driving the number 20 Mobile One Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing from Mooresville, North Carolina, John Hunter Nemechek. Starting 35th, starting 37th, driving the number 35 National Fire Protection Association Toyota for Emerling Gase Motorsports from Terrebonne, Quebec, Canada, Alex Gwinnett. Starting 36th, driving the number 28 Ford for Oasis Racing from Tucker, Georgia, Kyle Sieg. Starting 35th, driving the number 38 G-Coin Ford for RSS Racing from Mahwah, New Jersey, Joe Graff Jr. Starting 34th, driving the number 53 National Fire Protection Association Chevrolet for Emerling Gase Motorsports. The other one was a Toyota. From Noblesville, Indiana, Connor Daly. Starting 33rd, driving the number 92 Alloy Employer Call 811 Chevrolet for DGM Racing from Port Charlotte, Florida, Josh Williams. Starting 32nd, driving the number 6 Azalea Gynecology Chevrolet for JD Motorsports. From Folsom, California, Brendan Poole. Starting 31st, driving the number 19 Treetop Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. From Charlotte, North Carolina, Myatt Snyder. Starting 30th, driving the number 43 Southern Elevator Chevrolet for Alpha Prime Racing. From Torrance, California, Ryan Ellis. Starting 29th, driving the number 08 Miller Street Dance Academy Chevrolet for SS Greenlight Racing from Cornelius, North Carolina, Stefan Parsons. Starting 28th, driving the number 44 Circle Chevrolet for Alpha Prime Racing from Washington, D.C., Raja Karuth. Starting 27th, driving the number 25 Superior Pools and Spas Ford for AM Racing, Brett Moffitt, who just announced that Haley Deegan will run with the team full-time in the number 15 for 2024. Starting 26th, driving the number 45 8th Order Chevrolet for Alpha Prime Racing from Phoenix, Arizona, Leland Honeyman Jr. Starting 25th, driving the number 39 Psyops Ford for RSS Racing, Ryan Sieg. Starting 24th, driving the number 02 Gratis Chevrolet for Our Motorsports from Bakersfield, California, Blaine Perkins. Starting 23rd, driving the number 31 Funkaway Chevrolet for Jordan Anderson Racing from Rhinelander, Wisconsin, Parker Retzloff. Starting 22nd, driving the number 18 Pilot Flying J Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. From Johnston, Iowa, Sammy Smith. Starting 21st, driving the number 78 Blue Otter Polarized Chevrolet for BJ McLeod Motorsports. From which town? From Ridgefield, Connecticut, Anthony Alfredo. Starting 20th, driving the number 66 Custom Patch Hats Ford for MBM Motorsports from Nazareth, Pennsylvania, Sage Karam. Starting 19th. rewind a bit. Mike Snyder's number 19 is in the owners' playoffs, but not the drivers' playoffs. And Sammy Smith is the first actual playoff driver, as in, playoff driver. Starting 19th, driving the number 27, drivers' playoffs. Anyway, driving number 27, Fly Alliance per year Chevrolet for Jordan Anderson Racing. From Halifax, Virginia, Jeb Burton, our second playoff driver. Starting 18th, driving the number 07, Engine Parts Plus Ford for SS Greenlight Racing. From Menomonee Falls, Wisconsin, Josh Bilicki. Starting 17th, driving the number 16, Barger Precast Quick Type Products Inc. Chevrolet for Colleague Racing. From Talking Rock, Georgia, Chandler Smith, our third playoff driver. Starting 16th, driving the number 24, Chevy Strong Toyota for Sam Hunt Racing. From Charlotte, North Carolina, Connor Mosack. Starting 15th, driving the number 51, Kevin Whitaker Chevrolet for Jeremy Clements Racing. From Spartanburg, South Carolina, Jeremy Clements. Starting 14th, driving the number 26, Crushed Strawberry Lemonade Toyota for Sam Hunt Racing. From Boston, Massachusetts, Kaz Gralla. Starting 13th, driving the number 4, Team JDMotorsports.com Chevrolet for JD Motorsports. From Wentzville, Missouri, Kyle Weatherman. Starting 12th, driving the number 11, LA Golf Chevrolet for Colleague Racing. From Orlando, Florida, Jordan Taylor. And starting 11th, driving the number 9, Menards Penter Meyer Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports. From Atlanta, Georgia, Brandon Jones. Now for the top 10. Starting 10th, driving the number 91 Chevrolet for DGM Racing. From St. Albert, Quebec, Canada, Alex LeBay. Starting 9th, driving the number 98 Monster Energy Ford for Stewart Haas Racing. From Las Vegas, Nevada, Riley Herbst. Starting 8th, driving the number 21 Bennett Transportation Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. From Winston, Georgia, Austin Hill. Starting 7th, driving the number 00 Haas Automation Ford for Stewart Haas Racing. From Ladera Ranch, California, Cole Custer. Starting 6th, driving the number 48 Spiked Light Cooler Chevrolet for Big Machine Racing. From Middletown, Connecticut, Parker Kligerman. Starting 5th, driving the number 2 Whelen Team Fox Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. From Alpine, California, Sheldon Creed. Starting 4th, driving the number 10 Action Industry Chevrolet for Colleague Racing. Also, because I missed it, Austin Hill and Cole Custer, Parker Kligerman, and Sheldon Creed are playoff drivers 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Did I miscount somewhere? I forgot. Actually, I've been off by 1. Nemechek is the first playoff driver in the grid. He just started in the back, so I forgot about him. So that makes Sammy Smith 2nd, Burton 3rd, Chandler Smith 4th, Hill 5th, Custer 6th, Kligerman 7th, Creed 8th. Anyway, starting 4th, driving the number 10 Action Industries Chevrolet for Colleague Racing. From Kannapolis, North Carolina, Daniel Hemrick, our 9th playoff driver. Also, Kligerman, I believe, is in by the drivers' playoffs and not the owners' points. Anyway, starting 3rd, driving the number 8 High Rock Vodka Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports. From Hendersonville, Tennessee, Josh Berry, our 10th playoff driver. Starting 2nd, driving the number 7 Brandt Foundation Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports. From Spalding, Illinois, Justin Allgaier, our 11th playoff driver. And on pole, driving the number 1 Accelerate Pros Talent Chevrolet for Junior Motorsports with its pole time of 1 minute 22.045 seconds and an average speed of 101.798 miles per hour. From Franklin, Wisconsin, Sam Mayer. His 2nd career pole and his 1st this year. Both poles coming at Charlotte, 1 in the oval, 1 on the Roval. And that is your starting lineup for today's Drive for the Cure 250.
stage points in addition to a good finish at Texas and a not so
Also, stage cautions will return because it's a playoff race.
Good above the cut line. They're in a great spot, not perfect, but a lot to work with today before they get into trouble. They should advance, Marty, but you know, you never know at the Roval.
You do never know, Dave. You know, Justin Allgaier could really kind of take today easy, right? He won the first race in the round of 12, advanced to the round of 8 with that win at Bristol. But I talked to his crew chief, Jim Pullman. He said, no way, we cannot take it easy, especially here at the Roval. He made the point to me, we've been so good at road courses this year, we haven't come through with that win. That's what's been missing for us on the 17, and I'm a huge believer in momentum. Pullman said if we can have a good run today and we can maybe even win this race, that's only going to help our effort next week at Las Vegas when the round of 8 begins.
Let's take a look at the points again. It comes down to this race. One race to determine who are the 8 that will fight for a championship. We start next week.
Yeah, so let's just talk about how points are awarded. If you are a consistent tuning into the Xfinity Series, at the end of each stage, the top 10 receive points. 10 for the driver that wins, 1 point for 10th. End of stage 2, the same thing, and then the end of the race, it's basically a point per position. So every car you pass, every car you finish in front of could score you a point. That's why Hill and really Chandler Smith at plus 32, they have to feel pretty good. But really from Sammy Smith on down, if you have an issue, it can cost you 18 points very quickly.
Well, let's listen into the 10 radio of Daniel Hemrick.
Best man, do the job. We believe in you. We got you all day long. No mistakes, man. Good luck and have fun, brother.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you guys. Humble and victory is great to defeat, no matter what the day gives us.
Thank you guys for all the hard work. Let's go get it today. Lots of opportunity. Keep doing what we've been doing for the better part of 2 months. We got this, boys.
That was radio from the 10 of Daniel Hemrick and his team, and then separate radio, obviously, from Parker Kligerman and his team in the 48. Those two right now are on either side of the cut line. Hemrick is currently in, Parker is out.
If the nerves weren't high enough, we're going to get to see that new restart zone. It's the official starting zone of the race that Dale Jr. talked about.
It's now in the chicane. There it is. That's the first line where you can take off from. And it's in the hands of Sam Mayer and Justin Allgaier. At the start of the race, the green flag will let them know when they can go.
All right, here we go. The car's running through the oval. It'll be 67 laps around the Roval. Here we go. We're green at Charlotte. I don't know how long the Roval is, so I didn't give credit the length. But it's 250 kilometers race distance. Here we go, side by side. It's Mayer and Allgaier. Mayer led the field through the first turn. Here comes Allgaier to the inside. Mayer on the outside. Who's going to have the lead as we go to the first turn? Well, the first infield turn. Allgaier takes the lead from his teammate.
Allgaier, Sam Mayer, 1 and 2 as they come out of turn 3.
Mayer needs that win.
I thought the new restart location would really get the drivers more single file. Was anything but at the front of the field as the 7 was able to overtake his teammate. We'll see if Sam Mayer...
Junior Motorsports 1, 2, 3, given that's how they started the race. Let's see if this 8-1 can get back at the 7.
Junior Motorsports has to feel pretty good about their driving level right now with Mayer, Allgaier, and Berry 1, 2, and 3 to start this race.
And Josh Berry comes into this race, probably need to win it if he wants to advance in these playoffs. A good start qualifying. Good official start of the race. So
A lot of people, they're kind of cutting the turn out of the chicane.
Too wide as they come back out onto the oval. And it's going to be Allgaier who will lead lap number 1.
Yes, he does.
first lap, Justin's led on this racetrack. Hard to believe, as good of a road racer as he is.
Well, yeah, but Allmendinger has dominated this track the last 4 years.
Winners as far as this round, John Hunter Nemechek and
In fact, only 2 drivers have won at the Roval in 5 years of Xfinity. Chase Briscoe and Adrian Allmendinger. Neither of them are in the field today, so the Roval will see a new winner for once.
You're just trying to gain any more playoff points than he could possibly get for this next round. So there's some motivation, Rick, for these teams, albeit
You know, Mayer and Barry both come in here feeling like they're pretty much in must-win situations.
And Steve, that's got to play into the strategy you mentioned to us.
You know, looking at the way that they're running, I mean, I said that, like, you know, Sammy Smith is basically fine. As they run, he's -5. Clickerman's in P6, Hemrick's in P5, and Sheldon Creed is P4.
Give up the chance to score points, but assuming the rest of the cars pit for that under that caution, you'll kind of leapfrog the field. So decisions remain about 16 laps away.
Right now, the distance between 1 and 2 are about 2 car lengths between the 7 and the 1, Marty.
And to Steve's point, Rick, that's really the winning strategy. Sort of hit before the stage is over with.
Mayer staying to the back of Allgaier like he's a magnet. He's searching. Man, oh man, he's like keeps looking like he's gonna go inside, but it's like there's just not enough room or the speed to make the move.
Every point seems to matter in these rounds. If on anything but the leader, the decision gets much easier. You just come to pit road before pit road closes, which happens 2 laps before the end of the stage.
Little loose by the 1 there. As we exiting the infield section.
Go through. He knows that Mayer is willing to risk just about anything to do everything he can to win this race. So I guess if you lose this lead and even a few more spots, it makes that decision easier for your crew chief.
Jeff, how is it transitioning from the oval here, the high banks, the oval, into the road course? How difficult is that as a transition?
So the banking of the normal Charlotte Motor Speedway that they're approaching right now, this is really about the best your car is going to drive. The car is loaded, makes good grip, you know, because normally you're going through there much faster. But if you have a setup in the car, it's made for a road course. That's made for braking and slow corners, and that is the balance they all have to make. Driving, it's not difficult in the old part of the racetrack, but setup variances between the slow parts and that part is very difficult for the crew chief.
I believe the 45 of Leland Honeyman has missed the back straightaway chicane.
That means I'll do a stop and go. Brett Moffitt appears to have problems. He's looks like he's only completed 1 lap.
Per race here at the Roval, and that's what a driver has to do. If you miss that chicane and you on the wrong side of those curves, you come to a stop, serve that penalty. The NASCAR will force you down pit road.
Riding along with Parker Clearman and Big Machine's Mike Coolers onboard camera, looking back from his 6th place position, and Cole Custer, who's just behind him.
And the battle for lead still waging on. We're on lap 4 now, and that 1 car is just not letting the 7 get away.
Down the backstretch they go to the backstretch chicane. Those braking zones, opportunities for guys to take an advantage. Try to take a position. Sam Mayer still keeps that 1 to 2 car length gap between the 2 cars.
Yeah, the tires will hang on pretty good for 8 to 10 laps before you start to really
God,
struggling.
it's like so close you can barely slide a piece of paper between
You
them.
might slide that left front or right front just a little, but that kind of adds up over time. You lose grip on that corner of the car the more you slide those front tires.
Sam Mayer is faster than Justin right now. He's
Well, yeah, no
just
shit.
Find a way to get around him. Justin's doing a really nice job on the corners leading up to the braking opportunities, which are passing zones.
Bit of dirt from both the cars.
On the racetrack, Mayer is just faster than the slow part. So Justin knows that. So Justin's job at the moment is to just not make a mistake.
Oh, here comes the 1. He looks like he's trying to peek inside. Oh, here he comes as they're leaving the infield. Oh, man. He's a nose ahead, not clear, but the 1 is barely in the lead as they head on the oval through oval turn 2 to the backstretch, nearing to the chicane.
See if you can pull it off here in the braking zone.
Yeah, who makes that decision? Who's going to get
Here they go into the turns. Oh, the 7 retakes it. Oh, here comes the 1 back on the inside of the chicane itself. Oh, that'll put him on the outside as they enter oval turn 3. Oh, man, I love this sport.
How you doing over there, owner?
Here's the next chicane. Mayer to the lead. What a... Oh, that was so good. And now I expect Mayer to sail away because he's definitely faster than Allgaier. But what a great battle for the lead.
Sort of back down, regroup. Now Josh Berry is drawn to the back bumper of the 7 car. And Justin may say, okay, I think I'm better than Josh.
Oh, a 44 around. That's Raja Caruth. Oh, and the 0-2 of Blaine Perkins. He had a stop and go for missing a chicane.
Great work by the spotter there to let Raja know that he needs to serve his penalty.
Brandon Lyons, he spots for William Byron.
Brett Moffitt off the track now, officially now. Let's see what happened there. Oh! Spun off Ryan Sieg. Alright.
You don't have to take COPD sitting down.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day.
It's time to make a stand.
And I'm feeling good.
Start a new day with Trelegy. No once-daily COPD medicine has the power to treat COPD in as many ways as Trelegy. With 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, Trelegy makes breathing easier for a full 24 hours, improves lung function, and helps prevent future flare-ups. Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy.
All right, now we wait. Officially to the garage. The car shut off when he kicked on the fans down on the backstretch, according to Moffitt.
NASCAR Drive, that's your live race day companion. Follow your favorite drivers with access to their in-car cameras and choose some alternate camera angles. Visit NASCAR.com/drive, or you can download the NASCAR mobile app to watch all the action. And the action up front for Sam Mayer is pretty good. He's been able to put about 7-8 car lengths between himself and Justin Allgaier. Marty?
Been able to pull away from his teammate Rick, as you mentioned, but earlier he was behind his teammate, and his spotter was saying, hey, maybe calm down a little bit. Listen on the radio.
Take care of yourself. Make sure you got me. Yeah, I do. There's nothing right now. Okay, that's good. Just making sure, brother. You doing your thing. Paul Johnson, rear end. I'm like, over here to me.
Yeah, no. He's like watching videos back here for the last couple of races.
All right, so as they run, Burton minus 44. Okay, it's the bottom 4: Burton, Berry, Sammy Smith, and Parker Kligerman.
Sam Mayer, the young 20-year-old, ran in just a little bit.
Daniel Hemrick, the former Xfinity Series champion, runs in 5th. And all day long, team president Chris Rice on the radio has been using a golf analogy. Here he was again.
Number 7, you use that curving. You don't need to use it. Just use it with your 7 iron.
Use the curving, but don't hit it really extremely par, just use the 7-iron. He said that in the pace laps. I believe that means if you want to win the long drive contest in NASCAR, you got to club down a little.
Or if you're like me, when you're around the green, maybe the 7-iron coming out. That's the little bump. You don't use it too much.
Hamrick wants to be nothing like you around the green. He's looking for a much smoother day.
Right now, this 48 car Parker Clearman has lost a position to the double zero.
Lost the coat. Oh.
Custer, he's under pressure again. Austin Hill right there behind him. Trying to board with Parker right now. See if we can understand what he might be struggling with. Here they're dealing with a little bit of forward line issue.
Ooh, you see that curving. That's what they were talking about. The red and white curving, Junior and Jeff, that's kind of acceptable. But those blue turtles, you know, if you abuse those all day long, I don't know if your car can handle it.
Yeah, we're halfway through this stage. Parker badly needs to, you know, not lose any more positions. Obviously, stage points at stake here. Fourth battle for this 48.
There's a look back at Hill and just how much in that blue curving makes a difference. See, the second curving, no problem, right? The first one, Rick, big, launches his car up in the air, but if you stay on the red and white part, the car stays much calmer.
And Parker told me before the race that he felt like in practice he still had more to give than he was able to show, but right now the car not to his liking, like Junior mentioned, he needs more drive off. Also, team has told him he's losing the most speed in turn 8.
That's a great information, Gil. Turn 8, that's approaching what is NASCAR turn 1. So you come through turn 7, you climb up the banking.
Looks like Allgaier is starting to come back a bit.
Very tight.
Or it looked like initially. Maybe just for the chicane. Maybe.
How important it is for stage points. Well, Parker Clearman came into this race 1 point behind. He was behind Daniel Hemrick and Sheldon Creed. Well, both of those drivers are in front of him on track right now.
We saw Sam Mayer with a big mirror full of Justin Allgaier as he went through the backstretch chicane. Looks like Allgaier a little bit better on the big track.
Yeah,
The infield is where Sam Mayer really shines.
this is right around the time where we should see balance issues or real pace, long run pace starting to develop. We know Sam Mayer can get around a road course. We know he's fast there, winning 2 of those this year. But how good is this car through this 20-lap run? It looks like Justin, you know, Sam may be running his car very hard. You know, heating up the brakes. A lot of things are starting to fade right now.
Moffitt's back on track, 7 laps down.
Talking to sleep? I don't know if I want to talk a driver to sleep when he's out there working.
I couldn't understand what that was all about, but the 7 car started to put a little more pressure on this one, and we, you know, Sam, we heard him say how
This battle could heat up again. I'm rooting for the 1, but you know, a battle with the 7 it'll be pretty cool. Oh, Jordan Taylor missing the chicane.
Great to see him back in the series, back in NASCAR. Gonna get a little loose on the brakings on there. Real hoppers, rear lockup.
He's running 13th when that happens. He'll be in the Team Lamont race next week.
At Road Atlanta, the 10-hour endurance race. Looks like Daniel Hemrick trying to make a move for P4, and Cole Westwood's in the mix too, as it's now Creed and Hemrick side by side as they enter the infield, and Hemrick gets the position.
Takes the spot back away from Creed.
Creed now goes on the defense. Looks in the mirror and sees nothing with the board of Custer.
Creed stuck back in now back in 5th. Can he hold off Cole Custer as well?
The next series of corners, much like Mayer did, to take the lead.
Hemrick pulling away from Creed, or at least trying to. It's Mayer, Allgaier, Berry, and Hemrick. Top 4, showing Creed right now, fighting for that good spot.
All right, back to Commercial.
At the Cracker Barrel, freshly made food at a fair price is just...
working. How much longer can the commercials go? We're back.
Big Ten Saturday night, the 5-0, number 2 ranked Michigan Wolverines of Minnesota. Here comes Saturday night. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight on NBC and Peacock. Still up front here is Sam Mayer, but things continue to heat up there. A little bit of bumping as Cole Custer got in the back of Sheldon Creed. Now, Sheldon Creed only 9 points above the cut line when this race started.
He's plus 12 right now.
So, a very tight race right now for Creed. He doesn't want to have any mistakes, but he's getting a lot of pressure from Custer and right behind.
It's like a line from 7th to, no, 5th place to 12th. They're all 11 to 13 seconds back.
Not risking losing other spots to cars that he believes he's faster than. Away from this 48. Look at him giving the 2-car as much pressure as he possibly can without really just getting in the back of it and sending him up the track. Here we go into turn 1 braking zone. So
Custer kind of sent it in to try and take away P5. Not going to happen.
The 2-car is able to carry his momentum because he didn't have to turn his car as much. But Kligerman's got to go. These two have had a little bit of history.
Did a wiggle from the 0-0?
Last lap wrecked it. New Hampshire.
look how it stacked everybody up behind him, and it's put Parker Kligerman at risk as well. Creed, Parker Kligerman, they do points. It's a tough pressure.
Austin Knowles, he's trying to make moves on that number, who was it? The number 48 of Kligerman.
21 of Austin Hill, also right there, coming in fourth in the point standings. Somewhat comfortable to advance.
You can see how making lap time versus being able to race are two different things. If Custer ever got by Creed, he's going to drive away from him. But Creed's good enough in the places that he needs to be good. Like that right there. He's able to drive back away from Custer. Now Custer is not in position to outbrake him. He's too far behind to try to outbrake him. So that's what Creed's doing a great job of. Watch on the exit of this front stretch chicane. Watch what happens right here. Custer all over him, but Creed gets enough forward drive, he drives away from him. And now you can't outbrake him. And that's the difference between going fast and making lap time and raceability, and Creed's doing a great job of defending using it.
Less than 5 laps to go in stage 1, and Steve, you mentioned it earlier. Pit road will close with 2 laps to go when the leader hits the start-finish line.
So that's assuming the leader stays on the racetrack and goes through the front stretch chicanes. You can kind of peel off if you're close enough. This group right here is going to have to all make the decision the lap before because they're far enough behind the leader. It really comes down to Mayer and Allgaier, and I believe the one is absolutely going to pit. I don't think they're chances on points, their chances to win the race.
Agreed.
When they do that, it'll be interesting to see if Allgaier stays out to win the stage and get that playoff point, or if he pits as well. If he pits as well, then if you're St. Mary, like, come on, man, like, I'm trying to win the race. I need to win the race. Maybe cut a teammate some slack.
Does that ever happen, Steve? No. I remember when you were crew chiefing and Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon are racing, and I'm like, oh my goodness, these two aren't going to ever cut each other any slack.
All right, coming up to complete lap 16. And the chain of cars continues in the same order.
Charging into the corner and charging the first half of all the corners and losing on the drive off. And he's really worked that car over to where he's starting to slip and slide and miss corners. Giving this 2 car of Creed a little bit of a gap, some comfort between him. And he sees that. He looks in the mirror and says, okay, what I'm doing is working. I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to keep taking care of this car in the braking zone. Just accelerate out of all these corners. This 00 was really fast, but he's overworked that race car. Can he get things cooled down and make another run at him with 4 laps to go?
For Custer, already in on points. He's just adding pressure to the guys he's racing around.
He slipped big in that last corner a lap ago. Slid through this section of the racetrack. Now that things have sort of calmed down a little bit. I think the speed will come back in this 00, but just a great job so far by Creed to keep this spot with a slower race car. Good mental toughness right there.
One thing that's going to be interesting, Jeff Burton and 15. Good enough people pit in front of him where if he stays out, he might actually could get a point. It's really going to be interesting to watch how the stage breaks, bringing them back, influences him. He does not have the pace he needs right now to get the points he really needs, but really get them because so many people pit in front of him.
And there's Josh Berry pitting.
Yeah, coming to pit road, so that's 1 car out of the way.
He is a must-win as well.
Here comes 00 as well. You see him top of the screen.
Custer, Herbst, Jones, and that's Sieg and LeBay.
Josh Berry came in from 3rd, Cole Custer bottom of your screen. He was a little frustrated, as you can imagine. With Sheldon Creed, that battle that we followed. So all these cars coming in right here. You may even spin this over. A lot of those 2 top cars now coming to pit road.
Mosak pits.
Well, pit road closes as they get 2 to go in the stages.
Redsloff, Snyder pitting.
Are going to pit on the next lap because they can beat that 2 to go when they come down to pit road with 2 to go as they come in next time, Dave.
Nemechek pits as well.
Who started in the rear, was running in the back of the field. Felt like the air pressure they had was not right. He asked the crew chief to, quote, go back on it. He'll get fuel here, 4 Goodyear tires, and resume.
So the big question will be when the 1 comes around, again with 2 to go. Here's Sam Mayer, and you're saying the right choice for him is to come to pit road.
Absolutely. The 1 of Sam Mayer expect to pit right here. It wouldn't shock me if the 7 of Allgaier stays on the racetrack.
All right, 1 car pits. 7 stays out.
For the 7, it's about playoff points, win the stage. For the 1, it's about trying to advance. That's going to take a race win. So Allgaier now is the leader. There you go. Pit road closes.
2 to go. No one can enter pit road now.
Service his car and rejoin the racetrack.
Marty.
And there was a debate on the radio for Justin Allgaier as to whether or not they would pit. But yes, taking that playoff point, way more valuable. Marty Lindley bringing Sam Mayer down pit road, said he just needs a little bit more forward drive off. They preached him the entire time. Take care of the rear tires for Sam Mayer. But his teammate Allgaier, as you guys pointed out, will stay on the track and get that playoff point, which will be very valuable.
Mayer gonna rejoin the field.
Well, also very valuable are the playoff point. That playoff point, obviously, for Allgaier, but the stage points that
comes out in 10th spot.
Going to be able to get. And Jeff Burton, Jeff, you mentioned it earlier. Jeff Burton could get playoff points. Well, he's in the top 8 right now, so the top 10 at the end of stage 1 will.
Yeah, but Burton was like way behind. He's not gonna have nearly enough.
The 10th place finisher getting 1 point.
So everybody coming to pit road moves Hamrick up, Creed up, Clearman up. Those drivers that badly need to finish well in the stages are all going to finish well, but they're all there together. So, well, they're going to have to count on 1 or 2 of them to have some bad luck at some point in this race.
Allgaier coming around, and he will see the white flag here coming up
For the stage.
1. So one more time around for Allgaier to get a playoff point and to win stage one.
Henrik has to be super excited to be in this position. To be, second, that's going to be a ton of points. Parker feeling good about fourth. Now, the issue you have on the bottom left of your score, top left of your screen, you see Sam Mayer up to ninth. He's right on the heels of Jeb Burton, and Sam Mayer did pit. So I believe he has a chance to run the 27 down. He might even be able to get to the 18 with those new tires. Dave.
You guys are talking about the 27 of Jeb Burton, and you called it just the way Crew Chief Shane Whitbeck told me they'd call it earlier today. They do not think that they have a car that can win the race, so they've got to get points where they can. Obviously, Mayer is going to cut into that.
Yeah, well, you're not going to get in on points. Like, you're 19 or 20 something behind. Your chances of advancing then are 0.
I see the one car get him out of 27, and that's going to earn him another point. But is that really what Sam Mayer needs to be doing right now? In my eyes, I'd rather it be going slow, taking care of these tires, not putting any pressure on them. He's in a kind of a must-win situation. I don't think he can point himself in. I'd rather those tires be fresher when he takes off on this next restart.
Yeah, I can see that for sure. Veteran driver, I would absolutely coach him that way. With Sam, I don't know if I want to clutter his approach, but I do agree with you that saving the tire...
Henry Allgaier comes out of the last turn. He'll win stage 1 and add an additional playoff point for the round of 8. Very clear of the next driver, which is Daniel Hemrick. Creed will take 3rd. Kligerman 4th. Austin Hill in 5th. 6th place will go to Chandler Smith. 7th place goes to Sammy Smith. 8th place to Sam Mayer. 9th place to Jeb Burton. 10th place to Josh Bilicki.
Then he finishes inside the top 10 with an 8th place finish. Jeb Burton 9th. Rounding out the top 10 is Josh Bilicki. Stage 1.
All right.
And it's Allgaier's 4th.
And now we wait until we got pit stops coming up and then restart. Let me just check chat real quick. Hello, Barto. Hey, it's not Halloween yet. Don't go to the pumpkins already. We're back.
Stage one is complete, and really not that many came to pit road before pit road was closed, so we're going to see a lot of action when they open up pit road here in just a moment. Here are the stage one points that were earned.
9 of the drivers that earned stage points were playoff drivers. Those that didn't include Nemechek, Berry, and Custer.
Was just below the cut line. He grabbed 7 points there, very valuable. Sheldon Creed was above the cut line, as was Hemrick. Those two getting 8 and 9 points respectively.
That's a struggle for Kligerman as well as he did. The two in front of him he was chasing finished in front of him in the stage.
Yeah, and on top of that, Kligerman has had major issues on pit road this year. They've not been very good, and they're going to all come down pit road together, and that's where he's going to need his team to step up to keep him close to these guys.
We were riding along just a moment ago and saw the picture on the hood of Sherry Pollux, who's on the 24 car driven by Connor Mozak with the Toyota Sherry Strong on board. More on that. Here's Dave.
The entire wrap on this car is a tribute to Sherry, thanks to Sam Hunt Racing. Taking care of a friend who we lost 3 weeks ago now. Sherry, so strong in this community. She's the son of a former Xfinity Series, the daughter of a former Xfinity Series owner, and of course the longtime partner of Martin Truex Jr. champion in the Cup Series. Sherry lost her battle with ovarian cancer, but SherryStrong.org was created to help those that were similarly experiencing it with her stay strong. She did so much for everyone. That picture on the hood was her returning from recovery a couple of years ago at Bristol and giving the command to start engines. And one last thing, on the rear quarter panel, her puppies, her big Labradors, Gracie and Charlie with 2 E's. They are now adopted by her sister Jill and the car chief on this car, Fuzzberg Duff. They'll have a life after that Sherry would have loved with their
Let's
two
see. All right.
Labradoodles and
Hill pitches with 6 points, no matter what anyone else does. Chandler Smith needs to get 19 points. Sammy Smith 34 points. Creed 39 points. The rest do not control their own destiny unless they win.
Sherry Pollux this last week, and there was singing and dancing and stories being told. The one thing that Sherry had said was she hopes that her legacy continues on, not just in the NASCAR world, but overall. And I will guarantee you that the presence of Sherry Pollux on this earth has made it a better place. Getting ready for pit stops now.
All right.
Pit road will be open, and the first to come down will be Justin Allgaier, and coming right at you, Kim.
And these stops will include Sheldon Creed. Sheldon saying he is tight everywhere, especially through the center.
Sam Bear will take back the lead.
Pressure adjustment on those 4 fresh Goodyear tires, as well as one round up on the track bar. You see that chassis wrench. Parker Kligerman also getting a chassis wrench. He documented he could not get the power down like he liked it, Dave.
Mission accomplished for the 10 of Daniel Hemrick. 9 stage points. He needed points coming in on that cut line, so that was good for them. He'll get a slight adjustment for his car. Marty?
Normally, when you don't flip the stage, it's a fairly big penalty, but I think everyone on the 17 with Justin Allgaier was a little surprised that so few teams made that strategy call. Allgaier said all I was doing that entire run was concentrating on not sliding the tires. They hold serve here on pit road, Rick, but they think they'll restart around 13th or so. It's not too bad.
Allgaier, Creed, Hemrick, Hill, Kligerman, Burton, Sammy Smith, Chandler Smith, Ryan Ellis, Ryan Sieg. Ryan Ellis, a big gainer there with 6 positions gained from the pit stops. All right, come on, get back, get back. We're back. Oh, wrong button.
250 by Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Carolina. Getting ready for the start of stage 2. There's a little bit of confusion, I think, out of this field. The lights are back on. I believe they were supposed to be choosing starting on the inside lane or outside lane down the backstretch. And then the lights came back on, so they went back single file.
What happened?
48 Parker Clearman came in after scoring stage points. You'll notice the Jackman, pretty clean exchange on the right sides, but he has a little bit of trouble releasing the Jack. You see, he kind of has to get a couple, 2 or 3 turns to get to release. Because of that, he lost a position. Then right here, going out, the 38 was coming in, going slow. Parker gets on board, and I think... I just don't think he knew when the 38 was coming in. The 38 was definitely slow enough. Kind of unfortunate there wasn't any more damage. I'm sure the 38 had no idea there was someone to his left.
And almost ended up maybe fortunate for Parker because you're not supposed to pass somebody on the left, and he looked like he was trying to pass
leaving
on the left.
You can't leave it, just not coming in. So leaving, he could pass on the left, he could go wherever he wants. His bigger concern is Joe Graf Jr. probably had no idea there was someone to his left, so he was going to pit regardless. Could have turned into damage.
So now the field will choose inside or outside, and let's listen into Parker's radio.
Yeah, just go 1 mile an hour gas line. Yeah, correct. I just broke it or something. That's an understatement.
Yeah, so that's him and spotter Brandon Reynolds, and that was just Parker. Showed a little frustration, and what he was thinking was the 38 was going so slow that he tried to go by him on the left. Now, give the 38 Joe Graf Jr. credit, Jeff. I mean, he was probably thinking, I'm going to just let all these cars that have already pitted pull out. I don't want to get in the middle of the battle and end up costing the 38. Now we see the choose happening. Lights are off, so for sure coming back to the green. Marty.
I want to show you real quick, Steve, the right front off of Cole Custer's car. Check that out. That is not a flat spot like you would see at a road course normally. Also down here, that is delamination, which I think is concerning everybody up and down pit road here. So crew chief Steve, if you saw that come off another car, especially a competitive car like Cole Custer, how concerned would you be with that tire coming off the right front of the 00?
Well, it's definitely concerning. This is one of the challenges at the Roval because you want to run air pressures and a tire that has grip in the infield, the slower section. Then you load up on the high banks at high speed. The D-Lam there kind of being in the middle is a little odd. I would think it looks like it actually needs a little less air pressure.
I also think we got to remember, how hard that 00 was pushing, trying to get around creep. I mean, that's about as hard as you're going to drive the car all day long. I think clean air now, up toward the front of the field, that issue will probably go away for that team.
And now you're seeing where Allgaier, who won stage 1, is going to restart.
13th.
So he's got his work cut out for him.
A lot of the cars that were in the back, Nemechek, Taylor, Jordan Taylor, Ryan Snyder, they're starting top 12. The 2 fast entering for Jeb Burton, so he has to start at the back of the field.
Jeb's been on pit road, so he's got to go all the way to the back.
And Sam Mayer, who pitted earlier before pit road closed,
They go through the final turns, and we're getting ready to start stage 2 at the Roval. Oh, contact between the 1 and the 8 as they head across the finish line. Into the turns. It's 3 wide. Josh Berry and Sam Mayer get back ahead of the 00, who's on all the way on the inside. Mayer gets back to the front, clear. The 1 and the 8, both of them need a win to get it to advance.
Through turn 1, turn 2, you then have the advantage of being on the inside of 3 and 4.
I think we saw our first taste of what that new restart zone location is going to provide us this week. Drivers really trying to get aggressive with each other. It's kind of, pretty interesting to see the A car be able to use that restart zone has challenged the control car of Mayer. Mayer getting into the door of the 8. They continue to beat Bang for the rest of the restart down into turn 1. Fascinating stuff.
And look what happens with the points with Sam Mayer out front. We told you that he would have to win to advance, and right now, as he is being scored as the leader, that puts Hemrick below the line and Sammy Smith right on the line as far as making it into the round.
It's a double-digit points gap. The drivers are getting really aggressive, at least in the back of the field. Right now, the front of the field is spread out a bit after the jockeying and then the first set of turns on lap 25.
Josh gets wide here, trying to get a good exit off of one. More contact and one later. Those two drivers pretty much know one of them has to win this race. They both can't win it.
3 wide, almost 3 wide. It was Austin Hill trying to see if he can make a move on Jordan Taylor, who was next to, at the time, Myatt Snyder.
19 points below the cut line. Sammy Smith right now. There's Sammy Smith in the 18.
And that restart, that whole exchange did not work out well for Parker Kligerman. He is down to 17th. Guys, he's racing for points. Hemrick's in 11th. Creed in 8th.
See the 18 of Sammy Smith clearing the 24 of Connor Mozak. Kim.
And when I talked to crew chief Jeff Mendering for Sammy Smith, he told me you can get yourself into a lot of trouble here racing defensively. And so right now, after that incident, they got on the radio, they told Sammy, just keep your cool. We are not even to halfway yet. You need to refocus.
Keep your cool on one of the most difficult race races.
Oh, a car is damaged. It's the number 43 of Ryan Ellis. Right rear fender damage. The quarter panel.
Front damage.
Could he have backed that into the wall?
It's possible, Craig. Also,
Here comes Kaz Grala on Sheldon Creed. This is for 9th spot. Ooh, a 3-wide pass. Hemrick passing 2 cars in one swift motion.
Two-car Creed slides the right front there. Big smoke on that left, on that right front tire. He's got a lot of damage too to his right front fender, Rick.
Yeah, a lot of tire smoke coming from Sheldon Creed. That's got to be worrisome.
Yeah, Sheldon Creed's been out there.
Oh, is there some? I think there was a little bit of damage to the right front of Sheldon Creed.
Kaz Grala does not care about Sheldon Creed's points. He's trying to take this spot.
I think it's minor damage. Yeah, Dale Jr. noticed it too. It's like punched in a bit. Yeah, right next to the tire.
That was the issue. Well, it wouldn't have had. Creed was too far forward compared to the 43 of Ellis. You're seeing a lot of smoke come out from the right side of Sheldon Creed, and then damage to the right front. Just behind Creed in the 26, Kaz Grala.
Talk about changing. Let's take a look. I think we have a good idea what happened to the 2. The 7 passed them over.
Oh, it's caught in between the 2 and the 7.
Turn in and get in line and makes contact with the left rear bumper cover of the 7. 7 is not really doing anything wrong. Goes a little straight over the curbing, but looks pretty normal.
Hit the right front of that 2, Sheldon Creed in quite a bit.
Well, why that matters is with Mayer leading, and it would be the same with Mary leading because both are below the cut line. We talked so much about Kligerman coming in below the cut line, but now with this new winner, that puts Hemrick below. So even the race that Hemrick is having, he's 5 points below Creed. So that move Hemrick made, the kind of 2-for-1 pass the 10 car made a couple laps ago, even more valuable is now we see the 2 and the 26 kind of stagnant, but up in front of the 2, the 10 slowly pulling away.
Daniel Hemrick, as they're running, 5 points below Creed. But Creed may be in trouble with that damage to the right front. Sam Mayer continues to pace the field, has about a 1.3-second lead over second place Josh Berry. Cole Custer, Riley Herbst, Alex LeVay, the top 5. Allgaier led 9 laps. And Sam Mayer has been out front 18 here at the Roval.
The company goes to the firstborn Audrey The model train set is entrusted to Todd. Mr. Marbles will receive recurring deliveries for all of his needs in perpetuity, thanks to auto-ship from Chewy.
I always loved that old man.
What's it say about the summer house?
Yeah, the big house. Summer residence goes to Mr. Marbles.
Plot twist.
I'm sorry, what?
Doesn't make logistical sense.
Unbelievable. Pets aren't just pets. They're more.
You got a train set, Todd.
Save 35% off.
Kligerman on the 24 of Mosack. That's a position. And crucially, a point. Austin Hill, Mike Snyder, and Connor Mosack. Looks like the 21 will pass the 24, as will the 19. Now on lap 30, as we're on it's like the 50-minute mark. My God. Race is going by kind of quickly. Oh, we're not back yet. Also means that my feed is that my radio feed is ahead of the broadcast.
One-of-a-kind race day experience. Visit NASCAR.com/fan rewards. Fans getting rewards right now for battles all around the racetrack as we see the drivers that are currently 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th in points. And again, the top 8 in points advance into the round of 8, with the bottom 4 getting eliminated after today's race.
Everything has completely changed with Sam Mayer leading. You know, that automatic advancement with the win has really changed the whole complexity and the whole picture down around the cut line.
And that's assuming that he continues on this pace. So strategy-wise, what are you going to do at the end of stage 2, Steve?
I think with 2 laps to go at the end of stage 2, you're going to pit again. So we see we're 11 up 20, coming around to have 8 to go, 9 to go in this stage. So you'll come 2 laps to go in the stage. I expect the 1 to pit, the 8 will pit as well. And that's the challenge for those guys. You're right. That's assuming the 1 continues to lead. But if he doesn't, the next guy in line is Josh Berry, and he's in the same situation. Well below the cut line, a win, and he would advance. I give it to Junior Motorsports. You know, the 7 has won. I know that the other 2 cars want to be better at points, but they have brought race-winning speeds. We see the 91 of Alex LeBay. Looks like he got a little bit driver's right. Is that what happened off the front stretch again?
He did. Just had a problem with that front stretch gate. Actually, moved the high horse in front of him, had some problems, and then behind him, this happened.
Big damage to the 91 of Alex LeBay, who was running so well.
I didn't even see. Holy crap. The entire, the right side of the spoiler is kinked up.
Yeah, this track, while the infield might be not huge on aerodynamics, the braking zones, both chicanes are...
My God. It's like I got cracked open like a Pepsi.
Alex LeBay out of to Albert Quebec, the 30-year-old.
See how bad. Let's see how badly it impacts him on the ovals.
Has some good expectations coming into this race. Probably the best car. He'll tell you the best car he's probably been in this series.
He's in P6, or at least he was.
I mean, that day
He was. No, he's in 10th now.
get the repairs done. He's a good enough road course racer. There's a lot of things can happen in this final stage. Let's see what happened here. He gets over that final curve just too much.
Oh.
See how fast he was catching the 98?
Smacked the.
Something happened to the 98 as well, and I wonder if that wasn't some sort of a distraction for Alex.
Castoralo's going to work to the
It impacted his speed, looking at entering into the corners.
Why is LeBay not pitting? Well, he knows in 8 laps the caution's going to come out. So all his goal is right here is to just kind of, you know, you got to go to the tail of the field with repairs. So just don't make it worse. Let the guys go in an orderly fashion, try to stay on the lead lap, which he should be able to do no problem.
Oh, Josh Berry!
Josh Berry is around and up against the barrier.
Man, he spun, but he's going.
Pretty much a must-win situation. Had good track position. Didn't quite have the pace, but still good track position to make something happen. That is going to be costly.
He's dropped all the way back to 13th right there in front of Austin Hill.
Josh Berry knows his future is in the Cup Series next year. He'll take over the 4 ride from Kevin Harvick after he
God bless his soul for taking up a shitty car, what would probably be a pretty crappy car. As I have absolutely no faith in Stuart Haas Racing at this point. LeBay loses another spot to Parker Kligerman. Berry resumes in 13th position. I wish they showed us a replay of what happened to the number 8. We're on lap 34. Once it concludes, we will be halfway through the race, and that's going to be in less than an hour.
Experience the joy of home suite hosting with help from Ashley.
This race could be done really quickly.
Starting at just $17 per month. Plus, save on accessories store-wide to finish every look. Shop and save today, only at Ashley.
And Doug says you can customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. He hits his mark center stage and is crushed by a baby grand piano. Are you replacing me? This guy?
Customize and save with Liberty Bibbity.
It's the return of the bad actor.
Only pay for what you need. Liberty.
Oh my God, that is awesome. Oh my God. Oh my God. I love the bad actor Liberty Mutual commercial. And Liberty Bushima. Cut. Liberty Bibbity. Cut. We'll dub it. It's hilarious. It's my favorite Liberty Mutual commercial. They're rerunning it. They are they finally did something right in their marketing. We hit the sub goal. Thank you guys very much.
Make sure to represent your favorite driver during the playoffs and take advantage of amazing deals at the NASCAR shop. Check out the greatest selection of t-shirts, night hats, and much more. Visit NASCAR.com/shop as stage 2 winding down, under 6 laps to go. Again, a reminder, with 2 to go, when the leader crosses the start-finish line with 2 to go, pit road is closed, and so that strategy getting ready to come back into play as Sam Mayer has really set a blistering pace. He's got Cole Custer 5 seconds behind him.
Doing a really nice job. Had to battle early and battle on the restart with Barry. I think he's
Finished lap 35 at 58 minutes and 12 seconds.
With that new restart zone, and we saw him slide and kind of bang with the 8 car early, but since he got clear, he's kind of just calmly driven away. We see the 0-0 of Cole Custer, and then 4th, John Hunter Nemechek, who started all the way at the back.
Parker Kligerman trying to find position on Sheldon Creed.
Here's Parker Kligerman, and he's caught Sheldon Creed.
Yeah, Sheldon's backing up here pretty hard. The guys in front of him have driven away from him. Parker trying to take this position to get a point. We saw how good of a job Creed did earlier being able to block and keep people behind him. He's going to have his hands full if he can keep Parker for 4 more laps, 5 more laps behind him. It's going to be a tough job.
And this is another opportunity when Sam Mayer more than likely will come to pit road before the end of the stage. That's a playoff point that Cole Custer can earn.
Unless he comes as well. I think the 0-0, I think he has a race-winning car. I think it's the 0-0 or the 20 or the 7. Those 3 are already locked into the next round. So I think one of them may stay out to get the playoff point. We'll see which one. Look at this 48. He's trying to set his car off to the right to be able to maybe outbrake into this braking zone.
Oh, those got in the corner there of the 2. 4 to go. Here comes the 48 to the inside of the 2. Oh, the 2. He managed to squeeze out the 48, but the 48 coming back on the next turn. 48 will be on the outside of Creed as they head into here. Really wide 48, but he gets it for 8th place.
Focus ahead. So now Parker Kligerman up to 8th. When it comes to points, the closest to it, Daniel Hemrick is who he's fighting with for points if he wants to get in based on points. And Hemrick has about a 5-second advantage right now over Kligerman.
So as we come to 3 to go, the leaders probably won't pit because they can do it at 2 to go. But Sam Mayer has such a big lead. Custer, Herbst, Nemechek, Jones, the cars behind him kind of have to make a decision. So the 0-0 may stay out and see what the 1 does. But what do the rest of these cars do? If you're going to pit, you're so far behind, you kind of have to make that decision a lap before.
Right here we have
Herbst pits.
So the possibility exists that if you're going to come to pit road now, we're a little bit further away from the 1, and we are getting pit stops happening, Dave.
Riley Herbst is on pit road. He'll get 4 Goodyear tires from his Mustang and fill it full of fuel.
Looks like Creed continues to battle with Kligerman.
Well, playoff driver Austin Hill
Or not.
brings his car to pit lane.
Austin Hill. Because you got to pit before that. Yeah, a bunch of cars. Josh Berry, Austin Hill, Wyatt Snyder, Connor Mosack, Jordan Taylor, Sage Karam, Parker Retzloff.
Because you've been here, you can make it all the way to the end of the race. So in theory, they're thinking this is our final stop of the day.
So, Dave, I agree that this is the final stop of the day. The question is, if not stopping now, you're going to be way back in traffic. We've seen Allgaier still not recover. He's only back to 5th. So the 1 for sure, as Marty reports, the 0-0 I had a question about because he had advanced. So let's just see who decides.
All right, Sam Mayer goes in the pit.
We'll see if he decides to join.
Custer joins him, and then we're going to see a line of like 4 car Nemechek. Oh, Jones and Allgaier come in.
Red, white, and blue of John Hunter Nemechek.
Hemrick staying out for points. Williams, or no, Kligerman. Maybe 92 is a lap down. Okay.
The other interesting thing is that you saw that orange car flash through. Parker Kligerman stayed out to be able to get the stage points as well. Sam Mayer said, I was never full throttle through NASCAR 3 and 4 the entire time. I was really trying to conserve our tires there. Cole Custer said he's going to get back to the gas, especially through the infield section. Mayer's on the pit stop and he's gone. And Justin Allgaier, you made the point, Steve. They struggled to get track position back, so Jim Pullman did not want to put him in that spot again.
Oh, a 53. That's Connor Daly with damage.
Left rear tires flat, and he missed the entrance to pit road.
Oh, jeez. And he can't.
All the way around this track, or is a caution?
We're going to have a caution. He's got, I mean,
I think the process of both.
the car looks like it's breaking down, and he's right outside the chicane.
Stop right here.
Caution is out.
Oh, but the caution does come out.
So with that, that'll be
That'll hit the stage.
oh yeah, you see the left rear going.
And there he goes.
Connor Daly could do.
Slides up into the wall, and see they won't restart before the end of the stage, so this is going to put Nemechek winning the stage. Hemrick, Kligerman, Creed, Alex LeBay.
And to Jeff's point earlier about how hard to run on your new Goodyear tires, Jeff, now all the cars that pitted can just ride around under yellow, which is really good because that final stage is a little bit longer, so it's going to be the longest run on tires.
I'm going to give Hemrick, Creed, Kligerman, I'm going to give them all a lot of credit because they all came into this race knowing they were going to try to get...
It's like Allgaier stalled coming out of pit road or something.
It's a whole other thing to do it. And they've done it by running in the front. Like, they didn't just all, you know, not pit from 12th. They all had great speed today. Every one of these teams and drivers stepped their game up coming into this race knowing they had to.
Those three drivers you mentioned at the beginning of the race separated by 9 points between those three drivers. And Parker Kligerman, the odd man out, he is the one who was below the cut line prior to the start of the race.
Well, Steve mentioned earlier, as good as Sam Mayer is running, if he's able to win this race, I mean, it's made that point battle even more difficult. That's what it's so hard to know what to do in these races. You just don't know who's going to, somebody's going to come out and win. You just don't know what's going to happen.
Sam Mayer, Jeff Burton, the eights, Josh Berry, any one of those, and that pushes the 10 of Daniel Hemrick out of the top 8.
When they come down to pit road, this is going to cycle them back into the middle of the field. So for me, you know, for Creed, Hemrick, and Kligerman, restarts. Making as much ground as you can on restarts, trying to outdo, you know, the person you're battling at the bottom.
ARCA finale from Toledo will start on Fox Business Network and Fox Sports app. When Texas-Baltimore game ends on FS1, ARCA will move to FS2.
You have to be gaining ground and doing a better job.
I forgot to watch ARCA starting.
He came in here, we haven't really said his name all day, Sammy Smith. We thought he came in here pretty safe, but those guys behind him in points have gotten more points than he has, and it's going to put some pressure on him to being able to finish this race off, Marty.
I thought it started at 4. I maybe got it wrong.
Justin just asked him, that's something we're going to have to watch for Justin Allgaier. Did they get all the lug nuts tight? They did flip the stage. They'll have the track position, but are all the tires tight? That's the big question.
You see right there the gentleman in the gray Hendrick shirt. That's one of the coaches. He's getting the the SD card out of the little camera on the side of the helmet, getting all the information. They'll load it in. They'll take a look at it. They can also look at the air pressure to the pit gun. Every time a lug nut tightens, you kind of see a spike in air pressure. So a lot of different data that the pit crew...
I might not be able to watch the ARCA race because like all my some of my subscriptions went away.
And Nemechek gets his 10th stage win this year.
Or it's at 4:30. Okay.
Charlotte, the Roval, the 150-mile-per-hour wind-home pinball machine. Just begging to eliminate 4 more drivers. You can't win a cup championship here, but boy, you can lose it. What will you do? The NASCAR playoffs continue to start on NBC.
Yeah. Crap. There we go.
For this team, this Venturini Motorsports team, 10 times they have found victory. victory lane, and they're hoping to do it again. It's the Shore Lunch 200, and the fans excited for what's to come. Jesse Love, we've talked about him so many times, and for good reason. From laps led, poles, and race wins, he has done it all, and he has one more race ahead of him. Let's check in with our pit reporter, Heather DeBow, who's with Jesse Love.
And Jamie, you mentioned that incredible season, 10 wins, but you did have to overcome some adversity this season.
Some adversity. Give me a break. He's got to lead over 120 points or so.
So I'm trying to take the mistakes that I have learned. So it's not really one thing. It's kind of a lot of different things. And I've just taken everything I can from those and get myself better as a race car.
Now you're going for the 100th win for Xfinity Motorsports. How are you going to approach this race session?
I think that. Oh, shit. Plug in my phone. All right, time for pit.
Xfinity Series as we get ready for pit stops here after stage 2. Kim?
And the report by Sheldon Creed, he said it's so tight the front end does not want to turn. It's worse in the left-handers, but a little free off the call. One round down, the right rear spring. You see that adjustment right there. 4 tires, Sunoco Field. Parker asking for another air pressure adjustment, Dave, because he needs more drive-off still.
John Hunter Nemechek won the stage. He can't get pointed exiting the
Sheldon Creed at 15.5, Klickerman 14.9, Hemrick 15.2, Nemechek.
Will that be enough to get him through to the next round?
16.3. I could have sworn Nemechek. He did. Never mind. He did not pit before.
Again, race off pit road for those.
Hemrick, Creed, Hemrick, Klickerman, Nemechek, Creed, Sammy Smith, Chandler Smith, Jones.
Okay, again, this is a status bar, this is a search bar. Let's know the difference, okay? Social media. It can be overwhelming for a young homeowner turning into their parents.
What does it mean to slide into someone's DMs? That sounds like a lot of fun.
Okay, we're not ready for that.
I love this commercial.
It might be a fruit emoji, but that doesn't mean they're talking about fruit.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you buy.
Banana or peach?
Okay, do you really think we need 47 photos of fun dinner at Pam?
Yes.
No.
At the Cracker Barrel, freshly.
Wait, is it raining? Of course it is. Holy crap, it's pouring! Why does this always happen? Wow, that's a mood killer.
Hey, there's tremendous ignorance. Most people.
Oh, we're not back yet. I don't know why I hit that. Wow, it's really coming down.
Going right, Sunday night football. Dak Prescott and the 3-1 Cowboys visit Nick Bosa and the 4-0 San Francisco 49ers. That coverage starts with Football Night in America at 7 p.m. Eastern on NBC Peacock And Telemundo. Right now, you're watching NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs. Drive for the Cure 250. And right now, Parker Kligerman running in the 15th position, hoping that he can advance. And Kim, his owner, is hoping the same thing.
That's right, Rick. Here to cheer on Parker, team owner Scott Borchetta, and the fact that he is here might be even more amazing than the season that this team has had. And I say that because Scott, well, he's a racer himself, and 5 months ago he was competing in a Trans Am race at Road Atlanta. You're seeing that accident there. His brakes failed, leading to the accident that resulted in over 10 broken bones, internal injuries. Scott, well, he's lucky to be alive, and just talking to him today in the hall, you would never guess he was in a life-threatening crash. He has accomplished so much in his life and his career, but Parker told me seeing Scott's excitement throughout the course of this playoffs has showed him how much this matters to him, how much the team means to him, and what an accomplishment in only their 3rd season, Big Machine Racing, going after a title.
And Steve, I remember at Richmond, we got on the elevator with Scott, and he was in a wheelchair, and we're like, man, my goodness, how are you doing? 150 miles an hour is how fast he was going when the brakes failed on that car.
Yeah, I mean, we know what that turn was.
On a road course.
Keselowski had an accident in that same corner testing years ago. And it was great to see Scott at the racetrack, and he's what this. We talk a lot about this series for drivers and things like
Ran
this.
up because the Brad K. Road Atlanta crash that was a while ago. Oh my God.
Figure out his way into NASCAR. He's been a huge proponent of racing and NASCAR, and it's been so much fun to see his excitement as his car is now in the playoffs. He's living every pass, every lap.
Yep. Enjoying every single moment and hoping that his car and driver can make it into the next round. As we see the choose, and the 1 will be on the outside. The 00 Cole Custer will be on the inside when they come to turn number 1.
Well, Rick, look at these points. So this right here has Mayer winning this race, and that would automatically advance him into the next round of playoffs. Look at 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. They are separated by very few points.
9 points.
What does that mean? That means on these restarts, you've got to go get some. You've got to find a way through Parker Kligerman to go get a lot of spots. Hemrick, Creed, they all have to be exceptionally aggressive. Sammy Smith came in here in pretty good shape, but he only has a 4-point advantage right now. All 4 of these drivers have a ton of pressure on.
Well, remember, every position is a point.
With this new restart zone here in this final chicane, you have to watch this as well with the control car now on the outside line that you mentioned, Rick. One car is going to be on driver's right. We'll see if that's an advantage or disadvantage, not only for later in this race, but for the Cup race tomorrow. Everybody learning how to get through this restart zone and how that might benefit one line.
I believe Austin Hill locks in on points because he earned 6 points from stages. Pace car is going to come down pit lane right now. Once we get going, it'll be 24 laps to go. And they get going through the chicane. We're green once more at the Roval. Between the 1 and the 00 now. The 1, is he clear? Yes, he is. The 7, all of Allgaier back up to 3rd. No more stage points up for grabs. From here on in, where you finish is what you get.
Sam Mayer trying to run away from Cole Custer.
Cole's had a really fast car, but they've had a little bit of a tire issue on that car on the long run. The 7 car of Allgaier equally as quick.
Kligerman already trying to make a pass. That's on Austin Hill. He's on the inside as they go through oval turn 2 and makes it. And as they run, it's Hemrick +0 over Sheldon Creed, which means that Hemrick wins a tiebreaker over the 2.
There's going to be a bunch of contact as these drivers trying to work their way through this traffic.
If it ends up in a tie, the transfer position.
Creed now +1.
The tie is the best finish in the round.
Yeah, you look at that bright orange hood, that's the 48 of Kligerman. The bright red hood right there, that's the 2 of Creed.
There's the red, yellow, and white one for Sammy Smith. And there's the black and yellow one for Hemrick.
A little bit further.
I've talked a lot about Sammy Smith, but right now +7 over the cut line, Kim.
And came into this race +18, but there was no breathing room for this team because when I talked to crew chief Jeff Mender, and he said, we absolutely do not feel safe unless you are locked in, you are not comfortable. Here's what they told Sammy before the restart.
What's this do for it? 40 quiet now. Yep. -4. Yep. 4 really good right now. 2 points ahead of the 2 and 4 points ahead of the 10. Copy.
So they're going to give Sammy updates throughout the course of these next 23 laps, hoping to hang on to at least that position, if not more, to move on to the next round.
We talked about, Kel, we talked about the importance of restarts. And for all those guys, Hemrick picked up 4 spots, Kligerman picked up 3, Sammy Smith picked up 3, Creed picked up 3. So every one of them pushing the buttons, making good stuff happen.
Again, this will send 8 drivers into the next round of the playoffs where they will face
All 38 cars are they still in the race, despite some having damage.
to try to have an opportunity to make it to the championship 4.
Rick, you see that lead? Sam Mayer is out to over a second over Cole Custer. Is it too big? His crew chief Marty Lindley thinks maybe. Listen to just Channel 2 conversation.
We don't have to run out to a big lead right here. We just need to keep about 10 car lengths gap here to save this thing so they can restart.
So that was on Channel 2 to the spotter Kevin Hamlin. Steve, have you ever asked the spotter to say, hey, tell the driver, back it down a little bit. Let's save the car for the end of the race.
Absolutely. So this run right here, there's 22 laps to go, so this will be the longest run on tires if it runs green. But what I heard is for the late restarts, Marty Lindley expects to see some yellows, and what I hear is we're not coming down to get fresh tires, so there's no reason to... There you go, back it down a little bit more. He basically wants his young driver to drive out the mirror. Have a big enough gap that he's comfortable, but don't drive off to an unneeded 5-second lead. That's what he had earlier at the end of stage 2.
And that is Marty Lindley, that's his strategy. When my son Harrison raced for Marty, I heard Marty
Sheldon Creed trying to make a move on Jordan Taylor. Right now, Creed hangs on by a point. And he doesn't have, I believe, and I remember, he doesn't have the tiebreaker.
Well, the 20-year-old out of Franklin, Wisconsin, Sam Mayer, has been learning all season long. We knew he had speed. Then he got a win on a road course, and all of a sudden he had confidence. And then got another win, and then there was more confidence. But there's always lessons to be learned, and it happens here in the Xfinity Series. Sam Mayer continues to learn, and right now this is a lesson that he's hoping that will get him to victory lane and advance to the round of 8.
On board with Parker Kligerman, you see -4 points right in front of him. You know, points are available. You see Myatt Snyder in that 19 car. This 48 car drives pretty good, it looks like.
Right now, Kligerman running in the 11th position and fighting for every point on the racetrack. Sam Mayer continuing to lead at the Roval.
Alrighty, we're gonna 21 to go.
Mutual customize my car insurance and I saved hundreds.
Kligerman still trying to find whatever move he can make on that treetop Toyota. Also, Sammy Smith trying to work on Jeb Burton. Right, Kligerman still has not found a way past that the Joe Gibbs Toyota, as we now have 20 laps to go. All right.
Only 19 laps to go here in the Xfinity Series racing at the Charlotte Roval. I want to take a look at the Toyota driver update. Cash Gralla, the highest running Toyota right now, in 5th. Connor Bozak is 8th. Myatt Snyder behind the wheel of the 19, running in the 10th position. Sammy Smith is 14th. And John Hunter Nemechek has not been a race-winning day for John Hunter Nemechek as he's back in 17th. But again, John Hunter Nemechek, the winningest driver in the Xfinity Series this year, 7 wins already, and 1 in this round, so he is advancing into the round of 8.
Mike Snyder in his 19 car is doing a really nice job. Parker Kligerman just got by him, had to make an aggressive move under a braking zone to make it happen. And now Hemrick's got to answer the call. There it is, another aggressive move.
Leland Honeyman Jr.
Yeah, going through the chicane.
I guess it's a stop and go, but it looks like he did it a little late.
The curbs, as we watch this battle here continue. Myatt Snyder fighting as hard as he can to keep these positions.
And Hemrick knows he needs to get by because currently he's 2 points out. And that's a spot right there. That's
Yeah.
a point. So Hemrick's got to push some buttons here. Not Myatt's job to worry about Hemrick's points. I can tell you that. But this is a good run right here by Hemrick.
Gets to the bottom. The 10 car.
It'll be a heavy battle under braking getting into this rear chicane.
And car is on the inside of the 19. He gets the spot.
Jeff Burton now to the 19.
Jeff Burton at 27, chasing after Myatt Snyder.
Meanwhile, so the 10 needs a position.
Making some good time with that number 27 car.
See Sammy Smith behind Jeff. Sammy's only 5 points to the good at the moment. Any mistake, and you could be out.
I do want to mention the 9 of Brandon Jones had a speeding penalty on pit road earlier.
He's in 28th.
I want to make sure that penalty was...
Here's battle. It's Kligerman Sieg for 9th.
Sieg right here for position. Good run by Sieg.
Every time Parker Kligerman makes a pass, you see the number get lower. It's -3 now behind Creed. But Hemrick also...
The 10 car is catching up.
So as soon as Hemrick gets by that 39, it's going to be a tie again between Creed and Hemrick.
Creed is back there. You mentioned the 18 and Sammy Smith. That's who the 2 of Creed is behind currently. You see he's only a couple car lengths behind him, but
Excuse me.
Sammy Smith is not going to be an easy pass.
And there's a lot of fast cars right there behind both these drivers. Nemechek, George Taylor in the 11, Chandler Smith. So there's still some possibilities for them to lose a few more positions. Sammy Smith, in particular, if he doesn't maintain his track position, that could get him even closer to that bubble.
That's a tough spot for Sammy, right? He's 5 points to the good. He's afraid to make a mistake because he's in. He's got plenty of gap, right? But if you don't push hard enough, they get by you, and now you're out. So you don't want to make a mistake, but if you get too complacent.
Battle up ahead of those of Sammy Smith and Creed is the battle for 12th spot. Here comes Jeb Burton trying to make the pass. He'll be on the outside and this turn, but he gets the position. Jeb Burton is not going to make it into the next round, but still a good pass to watch. Here comes Sammy Smith now to the inside of teammate Mike Snyder. Oh, but Snyder holds him off. Screw this. Okay, I got to look up a map of this the Roval. Just so I know what turns are what. As he head now to turn 8 to enter the ovals turn 1 and 2. Or as the Roval calls him, oh, the 08 is around. Nah, he's just waiting. No, he was just waiting for us to get going. Who is in the 08 again? Stefan Parsons. Stefan Parsons. Not Stefan. That's it's Stefan, not Stefan. Alright. He was a 19th. Meanwhile, Lawson that Hemrick passed Sieg, which puts him on the tie as a tie with Creed. Creed catching up to Sammy Smith. Here comes Clearman around Connor Mosack. That now is -2. Oh, this is getting really interesting.
That puts Clearman 2 points back. This is crazy.
And the tiebreaker is going to go right now. If it's between Hemrick and Creed, it goes to Hemrick because he has a second place finish in this round.
Sammy's done a really good job here, but you can see that he just lacks a tiny bit of that experience in racecraft to be able to make this pass on the 19. Everyone in front of him with more time, more experience in the series has been able to get around the 19 car, whereas Sammy Smith's sort of trapped behind him without the tools mentally to be able to make that pass, and that's giving Creed the opportunity here.
Creed, Hemrick, Kligerman separated by 2 points, 2 positions on the racetrack.
Nice footwork. Man, you're lucky. Watching live sports never used to be this easy. Now you can stream all your games like it's nothing.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about.
Alright, I'll get my phone so I can keep track of the ARCA race. Now, I can't watch the ARCA race on here because of my channel. I don't have FS2 as a TV channel, but I just have it on my phone and whatnot. Oh, Snyder! Oh, what happened? Oh, he had a stop and go. He missed the turn.
3 Halloween favorites without even having to steal from your children. Sonic Trick or Treat Blast.
So that means he lost a couple positions. So that gave Sammy Smith and Sheldon Creed an extra point.
Starting at just $17 per month. Plus, save on accessories store-wide to finish every look. Shop and save today, only at Ashley.
Did it stop raining? Because I don't hear it anymore. I still got an umbrella, but wow.
I watched my first race yesterday.
Hey, kid. It's orientation day. No, that's easy.
Hey, you guys, let's get you up to speed.
Ah, yes, Formula Drift. I mean, drift racing is a very niche area of motorsports, but it exists.
Let's go places.
I'm all about fall, especially this new pumpkin spice frosty. So I'm taking some me time out here.
Question for you. So, fries are a utensil, right?
Good question.
It is a good question. Can you use your answer?
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new pumpkin spice frosty or cold brew.
The boys. The night.
Creed still behind Sammy Smith. Right now, he's 1 to the good. All right. Back at Toledo. Oh, God, it's Jamie Little.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper. And we welcome you back Parsons, Trevor Bain, and Heather DeBow is our pit reporter.
And of course, Jesse Love is leading. Who could have guessed?
Under 13 to go in the Xfinity Series elimination race. And tomorrow it's the Cup Series turn at 2 o'clock on NBC. It's countdown to green. And 2:30 Cup Series playoffs. NASCAR American Post race at 6 o'clock just after the checkered flag flies. And that's streaming on Peacock. And the big news today was Kyle Larson getting into the wall in practice, not being able to qualify, and he will have to start at the back.
Oh, Everest, I guess. Oh, Allgaier's pitting. What happened? Also, my math was wrong. So I thought Creed would be +1 after the Snyder mess up. No. Hemrick.
He said, listen, we're not going to win where we're at. We've already advanced. The only thing that matters to us today is winning the race. So, Steve, do you agree with this call?
So Hemrick is +0.
What you can do. And if a caution comes out, this move will look brilliant.
So they want to come get tires now because, as Marty pointed out, the caution comes out. We expect some of the field to pit, probably not all of them. Listen, I don't think he's going to finish better than where he was running.
Go! Caution! What a brilliant... Wow!
Good thing it's Vegas next week.
Brilliant move by Justin Allgaier.
And we're hearing debris on the racetrack is what
Debris.
NASCAR doesn't know where that is yet.
So now we saw Allgaier pit, so he'll cycle back, I don't know, maybe just inside the top 20, which is still going to be a tall task, 12 to go. The fresh tires will absolutely help. The real question, though, is what do you do now? Do you come and get tires? Do you not? If you are Kligerman or Hemrick or Creed, I mean, that's the points battle we're like Sammy Smith. You know, you have to decide, you know, what do you need? Do you have to have tires that are currently 12 laps on these tires? Is going to be probably 9-ish to go when we take the green. And will we run 9 laps? Or will we continue to see yellows on these road courses? They have a tendency to really stack up.
There you see debris on the track.
There it is. The tire.
Just on the inside
Looks like.
of that curbing, but we see them racing on that curbing so much that ends up being the issue. That's the final turn of the chicane here on the front stretch.
I don't know what that is on the racetrack.
The debris and some water or something. Looks like maybe a sign that was down there.
Somebody went through the chicane, missing the chicane, taking off like a restart zone. And they're held down with water bags. You didn't use sand, and that's not the result.
Okay, so if you're Cole Custer and you had tire issues the last 2 times you're on pit road, do you say, are we okay, or should we come down and get new fresh tires?
Oh, I'm not worried about those tire issues. Now, I'm not sitting in the car. So, no, I do think those blisters are, you know, they're not the best thing in the world, but I don't believe that the 00, I don't think the 1, there's no way you can get a track position. You're in the front 5 or 6. No one has moved to the field after these pit stops. So pitting is going to be very difficult. The question isn't what you do, it's what everyone else does. You know, I think Sam Mayer and Cole Custer will absolutely stay out. But if 5th on back come for tires, it's game over. You know, 12th on back come for tires, you're okay. You can protect against 10. That's what makes pit strategy so difficult. It's like calling the offense in the football game, but you're only calling it against one defense. So it's kind of a man-to-man matchup. In this situation, you're trying to guess what 15.
And at Toledo, looks like the lead battle is heating up. Between Jesse Love and William Sawalich.
You know, Sammy Smith, Hemrick, Creed, and Clearman, I for sure assigned somebody each of those cars before this race started. You see everybody up, ready for action. There's Marty Lindley right there, the crew chief for Sam Mayer. And some of these drivers are getting this as an answer. Just do what the car in front of you doesn't do. If he pits, you stay out. If he stays out, you pit.
You need to go to the point of saying, hey, if 3 pit, you stay. If 4, you know, you can get those instructions as well. You got to be counting cars as you're coming down pit road.
Let's listen into Sheldon Creed's radio.
Here, we may have to take a chance, you know what I mean? Even if we're the first one to pit road, we might drag a bunch behind us, but you know, we're just so right on the cut line right now, you know what I'm saying?
I don't hate that call from Creed. I mean, he's running 13th, and my fear is, I think On a normal race, I would say 16th to 17th is pitting. If I'm the 2 car, I am absolutely coming for tires here, Marty.
I know their teammates just made the right call, as you said. Maybe they should play that hand in Vegas next week. But right now, Marty Lindley is telling Sam Mayer, we're pitting. And they agree with the 2 team. They think they're going to drag everybody else down pit road.
Oh boy.
Well, then if I'm the 8, I'm
Staying out.
from the 6th position, Josh Perry, because I'm in a must-win situation. The last thing I'm going to do is follow cars down pit road. I have to
Let's see how many cars stay out. That's crucial.
So we'll see who comes. And the 1 is going to come onto pit road. The
Oh, someone just spat out.
come get tires. Kim.
Allgaier stays out.
And Parker Kligerman, one of those drivers that debated and decided they will make a
Most of the field did pit.
still in premium. They'll go back on air pressures on these 4 fresh Goodyear tires they'll take, Dave.
Osborne, the 21 was running 5th. He was always going to come. He's a little bit of adjustment, a little more turn needed, Marty.
Marty Lindley was right. They drag everybody.
15.1 for Kligerman.
To your screen saying he's having a little bit of
Let's
trouble.
see. Now looking at the drivers who are 15.7 for Austin Hill, Custer and Mayer. Let's see what they get. Custer 14.3, Mayer 15.8. Oh, Mayer lost 2 spots at pit road. Custer, Herbst, Mayer, Berry, Gralla, Hill, Kligerman, Hemrick, Mosak, Weatherman.
Got a couple guys stayed out. We'll reset them when we come back.
Excuse me.
Can't sleep. Just a lot on my mind.
I can't sleep either.
It only gets tougher with age.
Mom, what?
Well, knowing Progressive can protect your home, auto, and business should help you relax.
Good, because I could use a good night's sleep. Me too. You know how early a chimney sweep gets up every day?
Wait, is this all a dream?
Why would Jamie be in my dream?
I am America's biggest spokesperson.
Debatable.
I said biggest.
Well, he's got me there.
The new Subway MVP reward.
Alright, I'll be back in just a moment. I'll go to take a piss. Ah, much better. Okay. Let's see, who stayed out? Okay, that's not helpful. So William Sawalich has made the pass at Toledo.
NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs will
Anyway, I didn't know Andy Jankowiak was in the race. And 5th place is about to get lapped.
It's the first chance to punch a ticket in the championship 4. Race coverage on USA at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. All right, strategist. We have Jeff Burton, who decided to stay out.
He had no choice. The 27's only option
Okay,
to win this race.
so 3 cars stayed out. Jeb Burton, who actually needs to win, Justin Allgaier, and Blaine Perkins. Oh boy.
But you never know. We can see 2 or 3 wrecks. Not a lot of restart.
Dave? Certainly true. When I talked to crew chief Shane Wood this morning, he told me we do not
Allgaier has really fresh tires, and he's 2 positions ahead of the cars that pit.
Listen to the radio.
2 or more.
Do Jeff Burton's best restart right now. You know, that's what Jeff's thinking, and he'll try to keep behind him as long as he can.
Yeah, one of the things that Jeb has done a great job of this year's restarts. You think about what that team does. They are consistent, they finish races, and Jeb picks up spots on restart. It's going to be hard for him here with older tires, but that was 100% the right call for him.
His tires are old, but his car is not slow. We just saw on the graphic he finished in the top 10 in stage 1. We saw throughout the race running very competitive laps. So will this clean air help him enough to be able to give him a bit more speed, a bit more grip, and he gets some luck from calamity behind him that allows him to keep this track position. Oh, and to add to it, I would have
Restarting with 8 to go.
I had a split field for sure. No doubt in my mind. 8 or 10 cars were going to stay out. We had basically none. Right? I don't. The 7 doesn't really count. He was just off pit road. I mean, you're right? But the Perkins and Burton are the ones who stayed on old tires. Allgaier, as I said, they gambled and they hit 0 on the roulette wheel, absolutely perfect straight up, and they have the best position, the best tires. That's going to be the challenge for the 27. And then the 1 back there. He said he hasn't had to push his car. We're going to see what kind of pace the 1 has. We're going to see a restart with 8 to go.
Jed and his spotter, they've not been up front all day. They've probably not been paying attention to the restart zone. I believe they would have been better off being in that outside lane. I think you have to turn the car less. I think he could have got a better launch in that outside lane, especially with old tires.
Connor Bozak was having a good run, got top speed, so he's lost his track position.
So now, Allgaier and the luck that they had. Being on pit road with the caution came.
All right, here we go. As they make their way through the side finals and it turns again. It's time for another late race restart here at the Roval. It's Allgaier and Burton.
Charging on the outside as he went to turn 1.
Burton.
Oh, the 27's missing the corner.
Oh, Allgaier and Burton missed the turn, and the new leader is Custer. Oh, caution.
The caution comes out.
Man, they both just hammered that wall. Oh my God. Wow. Damn. Its rear end is ripped open harder than, I don't know, a hippo. God damn.
So this 27 has a bad restart. Just hold the whole tire, spin it.
And what did he do? Like, what was Jeb doing? He just...
Before you reach the apex of the corner, the back of the car steps out. He has to correct.
And Perkins just crashed into the back of him. Because, of course he would.
Hard impact. Perkins back there as well, makes contact with the wall.
Perkins is like, wait for me, guys.
Boom. But as we continue to watch it, you see the 48 get through, the 2 get through. Oh, yeah, that's hard contact. That's a really hard shot. Flat side the car like that.
My God.
Inside the car, that's going to be tough for any driver.
It's just wild how many wrecks we see in turn 1.
Good thing, well, Allgaier's, he has the win from Bristol.
Well, y'all made a great point that the 27 takes the inside, and they may have been a better off situation.
And now they gotta fix the wall.
Gets into the gas at the restart zone.
Hopefully it doesn't take too long. They got it.
To match him at the start-finish line and pull ahead.
Picking up a bit of debris.
They really charge.
They're just like piling it down like the hole in the middle of the wall.
So just he got a little bit behind on the restart because of where he was, the lane he chose, and that Ford figure really has to get too aggressive on the entry to 1.
So to that point, Sam Mayer has the most experience of everyone starting on the front row, right? So he's going to get a shot at it here.
All right, so here's a replay of it. What we were discussing is what's the 7 car versus the 27 car. The 7 on the outside, he has a straighter shot. He does not have to turn his car as much as the 27. Jed, in my eyes, did a great job. He launches early. When he gets into the Geico restart zone, he gets there, boom, he's going. But that whole time, when he's leaving the corner, he's having to turn his car to the left more than the 7 is on the outside. stressing the rear tires more, and that got the 7 next to him, and now Jed's got to kind of plunge into turn 1 deeper than he wants to try to keep the lead.
Just too hard into turn 1. Being hit though in the 7 of Allgaier. He came onto pit road. He decided it was time to go behind the wall, and he's climbed out of that car. That helmet painted by his daughter Harper. Again, Allgaier is advancing into the next round with his win earlier in this round. So that guaranteed him a spot in the next round. He was running for the win of the race, which gives you 5 playoff points that you could have taken into that next round. So we see the points, and as they run.
That's as they run, but don't forget, Sam Mayer back there in 10th could easily win this race, currently running 2nd. If he does that, then that red line moves up 1, right? Then it moves between Creed and Hemrick. So that's the challenge, is it's not just a points battle. It's a points battle not knowing how many will get in on points. So if you're a Kligerman, you're looking at this saying, we only need to find 3 points. But, you know, if the one instantly becomes the leader, now all of a sudden you're
There's a
points behind. And you're
pit stop going on at Toledo. 5 minutes, non-competitive.
Situation. It's going to happen in a blink of an eye here in the closing laps very quickly. Back to that restart, I actually think Sam Mayer, remember, he's been on the good end and the losing end of these restarts, so I think the one has the most experience of this new restart zone, Marty, and I think that'll be an advantage.
And that's a terrific point, Steve. Jonathan Toney, the crew chief for Cole Custer up front. There's a long debate about what they would do on the choose. Obviously, the right side, driver's right, is the most advantageous lane, but they're concerned if they give Cole Custer the inside, or I'm sorry, if they give Sam Mayer the inside, he would just restart and wash them up out of the racetrack. In fact, he told him a moment ago, he said, listen, 2 of the top 3 have to win this race to be able to advance to the next round. So the conservative route for Cole Custer would take the inside. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to take the inside for Cole Custer and give Sam Mayer the advantageous line. But Jeff, I think their concern is they just don't want to be cleaned out by either the 1 or the 8, who knows they must win.
Yeah, both the 1 and the 8 have to win.
Look, you just have to make your best choice. You cannot control what other people do. You have to do what you think is best, and you have to trust them, right? And there's nothing else you can do, but focus on the launch. Get the launch right, and then the rest of it will take care of itself. That 8 car, Josh Berry in 3rd, he's in a must-win situation too, but he's in a tough spot right here. He does not have power steering. So earlier in the race,
Josh Berry has no power steering. Yeah, that's a big issue, especially on road courses.
Had a problem there, but it hasn't gotten better. And so that is going to be a difficult task.
Actually, power steering, having no power steering sucks no matter where you are.
And go where you want it to go at the speed that you want it without power steering is going to be a huge challenge for Josh.
Jeffer, and they continue to work on that car. Again, the right side of that, getting into the 7 of Allgaier. So Sam Mayer has won twice already this year, and can he make it 3? And would this be that home run that gets him into the next round? Well, the first win came at Road America, and then the confidence started to build, and it wasn't long after that.
Of course, he cleaned out Ty Gibbs for the Watkins Glen win, but I'll be damned if it wasn't glorious.
The 2 wins on his career, both coming at road courses, and now he's in a must-win position here.
Why did the 1 like that? That's not the 1 design. It hasn't been like that since the Annette days, and even then, that's not the way it was tilted.
I think we're getting to the choose right here. We'll see if everybody goes with what they said. Yep, so 00 as reported takes the inside.
Here we go.
I think the 1 is in a really, really, really good position here. I know Josh Berry doesn't have any power.
Custer, Mayer, Berry, Herbst, Austin Hill, Gralla, Kligerman, Hemrick, Nemechek, Weatherman. Weatherman? Where'd he come from?
You just saw what happened to the front 2 cars on that last restart. This will be another situation where you could again see trouble for the 00 or the 1, or both of them together entering turn 1.
Could open the door for Josh.
Might create some problems and blame it on power steering.
Take a look at what happened to Parker Kligerman on that most recent restart.
Made up a couple positions.
Didn't hit anything. That's the best you can hope for anytime you got two cars hitting into the fence. In turn one is just to be able to get through. We've seen those cars hit that wall, then come back and collect other cars trying to get through.
Looks like we have our first car. It's really, or, I don't know. Moffitt might be out of the race. I don't know, but Moffitt will finish last.
Row 6 is where you'll find Creed in that 2 car.
So,
Sammy Smith only a +7.
all right, here we go.
Transmission to Parker Kligerman. You got no friends. We talked about this. Trying to pump him up.
I don't know if that's an inspirational thing for me or not.
All righty.
We'll see what
We're gonna restart. It'll be 5 laps to go. They worked their way through turn 16 and 17. Here we go. We're green. Wow, they're already bouncing off each other. Custer and Mayer together. Here they go, heading into turn 1. Will there be another pile up? No. Oh, but there's contact. Custer clears.
Really came around. He was able to keep the lead.
Now, how aggressive does Sam Mayer again? He's right to the back bumper.
He gets pretty aggressive. Already, like Rick Allen just said, oh, wow, he's really on the bumper.
Not gonna do it. Mistake right on his back bumper.
Why is there a car ahead of the pack? Is it a lap? That's a little weird.
An area where he doesn't think he can pass it. Will the patience pay off?
Again, the 2 drivers behind Cole Custer both.
Wait, who's in the back? Is this like a straggler? Or is it Jeb?
Got a car up in front of him here.
It's
Burton.
Jeb.
Just coming off pit road.
Jesus Christ. Both the 0 and the 1 are on new tires. It's a race between probably the 2 best cars left in the field. Oh, we got a car on the wall.
Again, it looks like the 43.
Ryan Ellis, right front is down.
Tires down. We stay green. Now, the 1.
Oh, the 1 getting into the back of the 0. 0 holds on.
4 laps to go.
Man.
Trying to pressure this 0 into a mistake. Got a couple cars going around here on the first straight.
We got our car spinning. Brandon Jones. A little bit of contact between the 1 and 0. 1 looks to the inside. Here comes Mayer for the lead. I'm in a contact again. Oh man, they're side by side. 1's clear. Sam Mayer back to the lead with 4 laps to go at the Roval.
2 car lengths behind Mayer. Now he's closed again.
Looking at the points gap playoff real quick. It's Hemrick -1 to Sheldon Creed. Sammy Smith only +3. Whew.
So with that, it becomes a 1-point battle between Creed and Hemrick. You see it on the bottom left.
Hemrick currently in 6th. Creed currently in 10th.
Position. Kligerman needs to find 6. He's on the back.
Up ahead, it's Kaz Gralla. That's the 1 position.
He'll lose another spot. Hemrick into 10. The bottom right of your screen. He needs to find a spot. A point in front of him.
And Creed has no pressure from behind. There's a good 5 or 6 car length gap to that 2.
Ryan Ellis made it on the pit road.
Right in front of Hemrick is Kaz Gralla in that 26. The pink and black car.
Wonder could the 21 just would he let his teammate by? Actually, that would probably violate team orders, the team order rule, which is that you can't give them.
Remember, some bad blood between these 2 at Bristol. They got into each other. There was an accident. So when you think, oh, it's a teammate, he'll get right out of the way. I'm not sure if that's the case of Austin Hill. I'm not sure.
Parker Kligerman trying to pass the 10.
Parker underneath the 10 car.
Parker trying to take the spot.
Side by side. Kligerman's going to take the spot. And now it's -2 for Hemrick.
There's a point, though. If Hemrick thinks Kligerman's faster, let him go through and see if he can get in front of the cars. You know, contact in front of you, maybe you can get 2 spots for 1.
The problem with Hemrick is also the 20 has caught up to him as well, so he's going to have to try to keep them in check behind him.
The 1 car's pulled out to nearly a 1-second lead. No surprise, Sam Mayer has led 47 laps today. What a move in a must-win situation for one of the youngest drivers in the field.
Yeah, but he's proven he's been good on the road courses. He knew this was his chance to get a clutch win, to get into the next round, and he's doing exactly what he needed to do.
Running third, and it's helpless back there, 1.9 seconds back. A fight for that final transfer spot between Sheldon Creed and Daniel Hemrick. Hemrick not close enough yet. 2 points back. That's 2 positions.
But one of the best parts of today has been the intra-rankings fight just to get on to the next round. Especially with Mayer leading, it's come down to 4 drivers separated by 7 points from the highest rank to the lowest rank. At least right now, it's 7 points separating them. But it's been a good one. It's been a good battle. And Mayer's all his moves to get his lead, get to that top spot. They've been sexy passes. Anyway, we have 2 laps to go.
Sheldon Creed running 10th and currently above the cut line. Daniel Hemrick running 7th but below the cut line.
2 points, Rick, over 3 races. I mean, these are just so close between here, Texas, and Bristol. All the racing, all the regular season, all the playoff points available.
Sam Mayer now coming through the front.
All right, Mayer making his way through 16 and 17. White flag is out. Last lap at the Roval. Makes his way through the heartburn turn, as it used to be called. Gets it through okay. Now to the infield sections. 2. Now 3 and 4, and down a pseudo backstretch of sorts. As the battle within the field rate is on, Hemrick can see the 2 cars in front of him that he needs, the 48 and the 26, but they're just out of grasp. He can see it, but he knows that he probably doesn't have the power to pass both of them.
Then Hemrick can take advantage of it and pick up 2 spots.
Mayer now through 5, 6, 7, and now to turn 8 as he's onto the oval turns through 9 and 10.
Open for contact. You saw that 26. Yeah, a little bit of contact with the wall there. Watch the 48 car.
7th through 10th, not far behind, not too far behind the one. They're still on the backstretch as Mayer goes through the chicane turns 11 and 12. He's 5 turns away from sealing the deal. Through 13 and then 14. He's had 2 road course wins this season. He'll win his 3rd and lock himself into the next round. Sam Mayer wins the drive for the Cure 250. Oh, there's contact on the line. Who's gonna get it? Holy crap! There are 3 wide. Who got the positions? Holy crap! Who got it? Who got it? What? Who got 5th? What? Ha ha!
Knew something was coming.
Wow! Holy shit!
Off of this front stretch chicane, it just wasn't enough to do it. Kligerman had to try to make something happen. Hemrick knew it.
What a finish.
Who got 5th?
Sam Mayer wins his way into the next round in a must-win situation.
I mean, that was 3 wide. If Hemrick gets 5th, he wins he locks in.
I would say the second half of this year. Sam Mayer, we saw him early in his career making a lot of mistakes.
I mean, I think Kligerman got, the timing shows 5th, 6th, 7th is Kligerman, Gralla, Hemrick, which means Hemrick's out. But man. Anyway, Sam Mayer, what a run for the 20-year-old. I mean, same age as my sister. He led by far the most laps. Got the lead when it mattered. Wins by 0.909 seconds over Cole Custer. Fantastic run for Mayer, and he'll be accompanying his teammate to the next 3 races in the round of 8. All right. Or maybe it was Gralla that got at the line.
Absolutely. If the 10 passes those two cars, he ties with Creed and eliminates Creed on the tiebreaker.
Here's the camera. Oh.
I can't tell who finishes.
Okay, Hemrick. Oh, I can't get it. Who got 5th? Hemrick's definitely 7th.
That's the distance. That's what eliminated the 10-car Hemrick.
5 feet. He's 5 feet away from passing those two cars and advancing to the next round.
Wow.
That's how close it was. And the celebration has started now for Sam Mayer here in front of the grandstands. 3 career wins, and they've all come on road courses. That matches what Allmendinger did in his career. NASCAR's looking at the finish to make sure points are awarded correctly to all these drivers.
Mayer. Just like Christopher Bell did a year ago. He got... Mayer sneaks in at round 1.
And he went out and did just that. Steve, now that we see the income, obviously hindsight 2020, but that pit stop, when they came at the caution with just about 10 laps to go in the race, everybody came.
Yeah, I was shocked everybody came, but I have to hand it to Marty Lindley. He never really judged. From everything we heard on the radio, he never went back and forth. He was stuck to his guns. We got to put tires on him, believe in his young driver. And Kim, his young driver, Sam Mayer, paid off those new tires by winning a must-win situation.
Look at the smile on this young driver's face. 3 road course wins this season, but this one, the most important. You had to win to move on. You got it done. But that restart, 5 laps to go, Cole Poster got in front of you. What was going through your head? Take us through those laps.
Yeah, I knew we had time. Our car was so fast. It really felt unbeatable, just like Xfinity 10G. What a day. The good Lord, he works in mysterious ways, and he put us down, but he also taught me a lesson and brought me back up, and we kicked our tails today, and it just feels so great.
50 laps led. It was a dominant performance.
50 out of 67.
Since you're moving on.
Yeah, bonus points feel great. Winning feels great. Winning solves everything. That's the name of the game. Getting another shot at it. I think this is our second chance moment. I think we can make something out of it. Huge thanks to all the people out here supporting us. The Xfinity side isn't as big as the Cup side, but winning still feels great.
So the win feels great. Is this, hands down, the most important win of your career?
I think so. I mean, we can go on and do great things because of this win. This obviously is the biggest win of the season. We love road courses. I guess I made you Allmendinger 2.0.
Oh God, that's a terrifying thought. All right, he's holding up the 3s because his 3rd win of the year, 3rd win on the road course. All right, thank y'all so much for coming out. Let me update the. Thanks for the bless you.
And now Sam Mayer, 2 drivers that will fight for championship.
All right, thank y'all so much for coming out. I'll be back for the Bank of America Roval 400 tomorrow. Thank you so much for coming out. This is BowserJrXD signing off. Have a good one.